Alright guys, welcome back to the Bullish Money Media channel. I wanted to make a video about the value of Steem. People have been coming on by the droves to the Steemians platform, and they have the same common question, which is where does the value of the Steem currency come from? Because after all, when I first started joining, it looked like magic money, and indeed, when I talk to my friends such as at Mark Pluto, I still call it magic money to him, because it literally appears as if this is money that just magically appears, and that magic money you can turn into real Bitcoin, so to speak. And then from real Bitcoin, you can put it into a Coinbase account and make real dollars. So the whole concept is great and all, but people are still confused. Where does the Steem currency come from? Where does the value of Steem currency comes from? Well, the answer to that question, because a lot of people answer from a supply-demand scenario, and it's really, I mean, it's nice to go to the Steem, it's nice to go to the supply demand scenario, but with Steem, it really comes down to the basics. The value comes from simply the fact that other people want to pay money for it. That's where the value comes from. It's really simple. A lot of people get into logarithmic analyses and looking at the integration and volume, and again, the supply-demand dynamics. That's great, and you know, that's uber complicated, and I love it. However, it really just boils down to simple human psychological fundamentals. Somebody wants to pay money for Steem, and therefore the Steem currency has value. That's it. You can look at things like supply and say that there are X amount of this currency available in the markets, and therefore it has this amount of demand. But when you think about it, it doesn't matter how rare something is or how not rare something is. If somebody doesn't want to pay money for it, then there's no market for it. It's simple as that. For example, there's a very rare form of a platinum group metal that is one of the rarest metals on planet Earth. Rarest. I mean, it's just, you cannot find this metal at all. And I suppose that if you were to put it into the market, it could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? But the reality is, it's so rare that there's simply no market for it. Even if it was available in the markets, very few people would actually want to pony up demand for it, or want to pony up actual cash for it. So theoretically, it should have a lot of value because it's so rare, but rarity alone does not imply value. Value really comes down to the basic fundamentals, again, of whether or not somebody wants to pay for it. Right now, there's a lot of people that want to pay for Steem currencies, and that is why it's worth something. And so don't get hung up on all the complicated analyses. It's just the fact that people want to pay something for the Steem currency, and that's where the value comes from.